my name is Isobel Linsell. I'm an Aviation Security Analyst for Osprey Flight Solutions, and I'll be delivering this week's update. This week, the Osprey system has registered a total of 1,884 incidents, or pings, and since last Thursday, the analyst team has published 41 alerts, of which 10 were critical. Following a 3-week pause in reports of attacks by Yemeni Houthi rebels into Saudi Arabia, between 24th and 28th of July, the Saudi-led coalition claimed downing 5 Houthi surface-to-surface missiles and 7 drones over southwest Saudi Arabia. As can be seen in this Osprey Explore chart, whilst the total number of attacks into Saudi Arabia are lower in July compared to the previous 5 months, the total still remains elevated compared to levels from July 2020 to January of this year. Additionally, as you can also see, activity in Yemen, particularly missile and drone launches within Yemen by the Houthis, has remained high throughout July. We also issued another critical alert for suspected Israeli airstrikes into Syria, launched from the Israeli-Lebanese-Syria tri-border area on 25th of July, targeting Damascus. Unusually, the Russian military stated that air defences were activated and incoming Israeli munitions were downed. However, no Israeli air assets are believed to have been damaged as a result. In COVID-19 news this week, whilst the UK government has announced that it will be lifting quarantine requirements for fully vaccinated travellers from the US and EU from 2nd of August, the White House has announced that it does not intend to lift COVID-19 travel restrictions for non-American arrivals in the short term. This is despite growing pressure from airlines and tourism industry lobbying groups to lift the bans prior to the end of the summer travel season. According to a spokesperson, the extension and slightly continued border landborder closures have been necessitated by a rise in infection rates and the spread of the Delta variant of concern. Elsewhere, Croatia has become the first country in Europe to set a maximum validity period on its COVID-19 vaccine certificates, which are used as a basis for EU digital COVID certificate documents. Separately, Uganda's Parliamentary Task Force on COVID-19 has launched an investigation into 3 privately owned laboratories that are carrying out testing services for travellers at Entebbe International Airport. The move follows reports that some customers are being sent results without having been tested and that some travellers have been overcharged for their PCR tests. We also issued an alert this week, prompted by a statement from the UK's National Crime Agency, stating that it had issued an Amber Alert to furloughed port and airport workers, warning that they might be at risk of being exploited by organised crime groups as they return to work following the easing of COVID restrictions. A similar alert was issued to haulage, freight and transport operators in May last year. Also, last Thursday at San Francisco Airport in the US, a flight had to be evacuated, all passengers rescreened, and the aircraft searched after several passengers were sent an image of a toy gun to their phones via Apple's AirDrop feature. Notably, this is not the first incident in which an image being sent to passengers via AirDrop has resulted in the evacuation of a flight. In one previous incident, July 2019, a flight waiting to take off from Newark Airport was evacuated after passengers were sent an image of a suicide vest. Thank you for listening to this week's update, and please join us again next week.